So we were discussing how similar it is to the toe hold defense, okay? So these twisting leg locks, okay, like you tend to want to go with the flow, right? They're turning you in that direction. You want to continue to turn. And we also discussed that when you turn, people can tag along, right? We practice the tag along as people start rolling, you can tag along and stay with them, right? But just like in the toe hold defense, if I want to get out of the heel hook, right? If I want to get out of the position, I don't want him to stay with me. Once he turns the leg this way, now pay attention to this here. If he's wrapping like this is not a heel hook, right? You have to let go and start basically. So there's going to be a release of the leg, okay, of the foot, okay, of the guillotine type grip, in order for him to reach for that heel, right? So the moment that he gets under my heel here, he'll start the motion that way. So I have to start finding the anchor where he can't tag along anymore. I turn and then I clear my knee line, very much like we do in the toe hold. Okay? So the defenses are actually the same. The attack is different in the sense that, obviously it's like a heel hook instead of toe hold, but both of them, if you just apply easy pressure that way, he's turning me that way. So if my body, right, if my upper body stays here and I'm fighting the leg, whatever, and he starts to rotate, then that's rotating my heel. Is the knee's isolated so that it cannot move, but my body here is also being part of of me getting caught in this. So I have to start going with the flow. I have to start moving my body, okay? So when he starts going, right, look, I start going as well. But if you guys remember, when we did the tag along, he was gonna shoot this leg to hook here, right? And then if I keep rolling, my knee line didn't clear, okay? If I just roll, he's gonna roll with me, and then we land in the same position to get heel hook again. So this leg, the inside leg, the one that's between your legs, is gonna be the one that tags along, right? So I wanna make sure that I don't allow that. So we do it from the other side here, Joe, so we can show this different angle here, okay? And we'll show you guys a couple of different views here. So as he's here, by the way, I don't wait until people are like already on my heel. If you're already going for this already, like, all right, I'm kind of like in trouble here, right? So I do it very early. I do it a lot of times off of the reap alone. People are reaping the leg here. I start working and keeping this leg here. Now notice how my knee is on that side of his thigh, right? So when I'm here and I start my turn, it's important that I start pulling my knee out, okay? Because even here, guys, even sometimes keep your legs squeezed, Joe, okay? Even here, okay, he can come with me, but because my knee's free, if you keep turning the foot, I can continue to spin and then maybe disengage at that point. Does that make sense? So once your knee is clear from the leg control, the leg entanglement, you should be, or you are relatively safe, okay? Clear? So the idea or the point is to do it, fast and not allow the person to control your legs. But people do sometimes have good leg entanglements and good control. So as he gets here, he starts going for my heel here. I already find this here. Notice how I'm posting on my hand here, okay? If I stay down like this and I go, even if I got this here, there's just not enough room for me to go, okay? So I have to, think of when you're standing up in base. I have to have a higher way to elevate here, right? So as I elevate, I'm here, and look, that saves room, or that makes room for my leg to go from one side to the other, okay? And as we're here, my knee clears right there, okay? Once it clears, I can let go, because it's not like I'm continuing to roll in that direction. I actually pull and kind of just sit in position. So it's like a spiral, yeah? So we're going in place, right? So we're going like this in place. We cannot, where we talk about the tag along, that's usually when people just roll, right? And you'll start the heel hook here, and people will roll all the way to that side. Okay, so it's more of you'll see that a lot in competitions, right? Where people just kind of go for the heel, and the person is almost like, when people are rolling like that, they can use that as a defense, because sometimes the 3 or 4 rolls start creating more and more disconnection, right? So your knee just gets free, right? But sometimes you'll get to that 3rd or 4th roll, and then the person's emergency tapping, because they couldn't get away, right? By using their just gator rolling. Okay, so this is a little bit different. We do not allow the person to stay with the leg and tag along. I have to make sure that as he's attacking the leg here, the knee's reap, that I find this leg. Okay, and you see how my foot, even
as I went like belly down, I'm trying to keep this foot from getting here. So even my leg moved. Now as I continue here, my knee already clear, so at this point I'm okay. And then I continue to pull my leg out, and I can sit, start playing some sort of like, you know, offense myself, right? Whether it's pass the guard or disengage completely, but I should be safe from the heel hook at that point, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.